ending homelessness is not just a matter of finding housing for those people who find themselves homeless today, although that is certainly important. Just as important is that we cannot tolerate a society in which people fall into homeless, where more people become homeless as other people may end their homelessness. Secondly, we've learned that housing is only part of what we need to focus on. We need to focus on our health system and all aspects of our health system. We need to look at employment. We need to look at training. We need to look for how we care for our children. We need to look for how we support veterans. We need to look at the effects of incarceration so that there is a lower rate of incarceration and those who escape for incarceration do not end up on our streets but have opportunities to succeed. And we need to be in a position where we can work together to solve all those problems, which doesn't just mean working with the organizations, but it's working with those who have the lived experiences, who can guide us and tell us what it is like to be living on the streets and how we can help solve the problems of society that emerge from that.
The People's Concern has Studio 526. It is a community arts and cultural platform that LA Skid Row features, including painting, drawing, music studio sessions, and workshops exploring writing and photography, as well as periodic art exhibitions and other participatory projects. This beautiful exhibition attests to how these programs help to foster and support opportunities for individuals to make art and other creative production in spite of homelessness and other challenges they may be facing. The artists are inspiring as they demonstrate their talent and passion with an authentic voice that is heightened by their personal experiences. It gives me great pleasure now to acknowledge Kat Sayara. Kat, where are you, Kat? Over here by the door. Kat took, thank you. Kat took the curatorial lead in the exhibition. She is an outstanding 2018 USC Roski MA program candidate. Our program is called MA Curatorial Practices in the Public Sphere. It's an intensive 2-year program in both the practice and history of curating, often in urban contexts. After taking a seminar from Roski faculty Suzanne Lacey, a renowned international social practice artist, Kat became interested in working with people on Skid Row. Suzanne introduced Kat to Brenda Weevil, and she then helped her to meet and work with, piece by piece, MAID and Studio 526 to assemble the incredible work that you see on view in the exhibition. Please thank Kat with me. I appreciate all of her hard work, and I'm sure Brenda does as well. Now, you're also in for a musical treat. The Urban Voices Choir behind me is composed of artists and performers from the Skid Row neighborhood in downtown LA. Throughout the year, they are sharing music and its healing powers with individuals and audiences both inside and outside the neighborhood of Skid Row. The program combines community singing and music education to help individuals transcend their current circumstances and to participate in a creative program of positive change. The Urban Voices Project has found recognition in the front page of the LA Times and was featured on National Public Radio's All Things Considered in 2014, as well as the New Yorker magazine in 2018. I'm pleased to introduce the musical director, Leeav Sofer, on my right here, and the Urban Voices Choir. And please, I really appreciate it if you would give them your full attention while they're performing. And thank you so much.
look up. Keep your head to the sky. Keep your head to the sky. You're the one my heart's created for.
Good evening. My name is Simone, one of Skid Row finest independent artist, writer, and performer. Thank you, Skid Row.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Marilyn. I was working at a rehab, and about 2010, I got injured. I was in my 50s, and I ended up using up all my savings and became homeless. I ended up in Skid Row about 4 years ago. I've been singing since I was a kid, but all that singing was inside of me, and I was in a lot of pain. I saw the Urban Voices about 3 years ago, and I committed to participating with them. It's the reason I've been able to get out of the bed, and the reason I've been able to get up sometimes when I simply physically, emotionally, psychologically didn't have the strength in me. They gave me the strength. They continue to give me the strength every day. And I am very grateful that I can be of service, tell my story, share my love of music and humanity. Thank you.
I look in your eyes, I know you'll fight out of your trouble, waiting in line, praying this time life won't pass you by. In the news, another one dies, tell me what do you do? Hey, negativity pulling me down, I can't stay down. I wish I could make it go away, I wish I could find the right words to say. I'm calling you please, 'cause I need to hear a word from you. What I can see, wanna feel how it feels in my real love and see me happy. Have a faith and to say to the storm you're temporary. I wanna be free, if you wanna be free. Everybody look up. Keep your head to the sky.
Yes, thank you. My name is Christopher Mack, and I've been with Wesley Health Center in the heart of Skid Row for the last 15 years. And 5 years ago, one of the board members said, what would it be like to have a choir on Skid Row? And knowing the power in song and how it can activate one of the greatest characteristics of man is his resilience, and to have people come out every Wednesday, no matter what condition they're in, to sing and to voice their soul in Skid Row every week. We have music programming. We have Mondays. We have a 1 to 2 o'clock session where people who want to increase their musicianship come. Then we have performance technique. And then on Thursday, but not to mention, I don't want to forget the jam choir on Wednesday. Anybody in Skid Row who wants to participate can, and they're invited to participate in the jam choir. This is a part right here. This choir here are people who want to be able to express themselves in song for other people to share that gift of music. And so Thursday we have a spiritual meditation where it is led by Miss Kate Yeller. So Leeav is going to speak to more of the programming. So here he is. Listen, Leeav.
Everybody out there, I know you're finishing your food. Let's dust off those chops and repeat after me. I walk in the Spirit. I walk in the light. I don't think you meant it. This time, I want to ask you all to be brave. I want to ask you to mean it. I walk in the Spirit. I walk in the light. Don't worry, this doesn't have to be religious. I'm Jewish. Make it and take it however you want it and however you need it, okay? I walk through the darkest hours of night. And I call on my ancestors. To my left and to my right. To walk with me. To walk with me. I'll start. I walk in the Spirit. I walk in the light. I walk through the darkest hours of night. And I call all my ancestors to my left and my right. To walk with me. To walk with me. Now I know that's a lot. I know some of you don't feel like singing. You got your chocolate tartare, whatever. So chew and swallow. Put your fork down and do the most two feared words in all performances, that is audience participation. I walk in the Spirit, I walk in the light, I walk through the darkest hours of night. The choir will guide you, I'll feed you the words. Are you guys ready? Here we go. I walk in the Spirit. I walk in the light. I walk through the darkest hours of night. I call on my ancestors to my left, to my right, to walk with me. To walk with me. That was pretty good. For them, not for you guys. Are you guys ready to be brave? You ready to do more? I got a yes from Georgia. Are you ready to be brave? No. Come on. Come on, USC. Are you ready to be brave? Let's try this again. One more time. Here we go. The choir will help you out. 2. Here we go. I walk in the Spirit. I walk in the light. I walk through the darkest hours of night. I call on my ancestors to my left, to my right, to walk with me. Okay, now put your feet on the floor and start walking. That's right. In your seats, I'm not going to make you go that far. But put both feet on the floor, commit. Let me see you guys step. That's right. I want to feel the ground walking. Let's try it one more time, and then I'm going to feed you some new lines. Here we go. I walk in the Spirit. I walk in the light. I walk through the darkness. I walk through the darkest hours of night. I call on my ancestors to my left, to my right, to walk with me. Next verse. Here we go. I walk in the Spirit. I walk in the Spirit. I walk in the light. I walk in the service of doing what's right. Hey, of doing what's right. And I call on my ancestors to my left and my right to walk with me, to walk with me. One more time. I walk in the Spirit. I walk in the service of doing what's right. In the service of doing what's right. And I call my ancestors to my left and my right to walk with me. Do it again. Here's your next line. Hey! I walk in the Spirit. I walk in the light. I walk with my neighbors, to fight the good fight, to fight the good fight. And I call my ancestors to my left and my right to walk with me, to walk with me. Come on, let me hear it. I walk in the Spirit. I walk for the water. The water is life. The water is life. And I call my ancestors to my left and my right to walk with me, to walk with. I can't hear you. Hey, I walk in the Spirit. I walk with the promise of healing inside, and I call my ancestors to my left and my right to walk with me, to walk. Let's go from the top, clap your hands. I walk in the Spirit, I walk through the darkness, the hours of night, and I call my ancestors to my left and my right to walk with me. Do it again, take the piano out one more time. I walk in the Spirit, I walk in the light, I walk through the darkness, hours of night, and I call my ancestors to my left and my right to walk with me, to walk with me. Thank you so much. I'm going to say a couple things before our last song, but my name is Leeav Sofer. A hand for our accompanist, Kenneth Anderson, over here. So Christopher Mack, my co-founder, and I'm having problems with this microphone, by the way. The wireless is not working. So everybody, you're going to have to be extra quiet. Extra quiet. So I'm going to come into the middle of the room and tell you all. So, my name is Leeav Sofer. 5 years ago, we founded this program. Like you heard from Christopher Mack, we've got music education programs, we've got music community jams, we've got healing, but this is the big thing we really want you guys to drive home with everyone today. John Mastery, you guys know who he is? He's a that's how you pronounce his name. Correct. And he gave a wonderful TED Talk about one of the things that we need to do to tackle the homelessness crisis is that there's all these silos of services, but the fact that we don't work together, which is why you guys are here, and that's what's really special. But if I can add something that you may not have thought of before. You see, he talks about the comprehensive holistic system, how healthcare can directly be directly related to social services. Someone stabilizes in the ER, goes directly to housing so that nobody's put back onto the street. I want to ask you to think of one more thought. What if you have a way to keep your patients, to keep your clients engaged in their reintegration, engaged in their healing, engaged in their follow-up healthcare, and engaged in their social services that they need to do? Because we all know here it's a lot more work being homeless than it is having a home. So, what I'd like to offer is this. Music, a form of therapy, a form of healing. Music that you don't need the mobility of sports therapy. You don't need the materials of visual arts, although we love our art partners and we completely support them. But if you can talk, you can sing. And let me add this. If we can teach, trust me, if you can talk, you can sing. And let me share this last thought with you. If we can convince doctors in all of the community clinics serving the homeless, if we can convince caseworkers and program managers to talk to their clients and say, are you feeling depressed? Are you feeling anxiety? Are you feeling isolated? Are you feeling alienated? Have you tried singing? Have you tried singing? And that's our mission. You see, we're actually started in Skid Row, but as of this year, we transformed into a nonprofit after 5 years of grassroots. Thank you so much. And we're going to all the doctors, and we're going to all the social services, and we're saying that we are here to help you. Ask your clients, ask your patients, have they tried singing? And we will hold that space for them every week, for them to sing, for them to create community, to fight isolation and create social cohesion, and do it through song. And all you need to do is talk and sing. So as we go around this county trying to build a holistic system together, we ask you to think of how arts and music therapy can be part of that, how we can help you, how we can help the system. So we're going to finish with one last song. And this song means everything because it's about us building this city together, this beautiful city. Thank you so much. One last thing I have to say. We have a table right here with our flyers and cards. You can find us online, Facebook, Instagram, or our website, urbanvoicesproject.com. Please be sure to talk to us to learn more information, or if you can, support as we are blossoming into a new organization. Thank you. One, two, three. One time, 1, 2.